Whenever you're ready.
Oh, so can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Rory. We're now going to have the throwing out of the first pitch. We'll have two of those. Ashlyn Painter and Linda Carter. You guys need to make your way to the mound.
The 2024 Strasburg Express are on the air from First Bank Park in Strasburg, Virginia. It is the 2024 Strasburg Express and the Valley Baseball League. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kyle Gutschall. Glad to be with you here tonight as the Express have their home opener here in 2024. They come in at 1-0, and they will host a county foe in the Woodstock River Bandits. The River Bandits are also 1-0 on the season. Thank you for joining us here tonight on the 1st of June in 2024. Both of these teams coming off of opening night victories. Woodstock defeated the Newmarket Rebels. Meanwhile, Strasburg went on the road and Mercy ruled the Front Royal Cardinals 17-1.
Center fielder number 5, Kobe White.
So we've got a good one on our hands here tonight. Two teams that have really battled it out over the last few years here in the Valley League. And we expect more of that to follow here in 2024. Chase Ingram, a returner for the Express, is on the mound tonight, and the first pitch of the game is fouled back by Kobe White at 7-11. And the count is 0-1. Starting pitcher Chase Ingram, as I mentioned, the returner. He was a member of the Express last season, showing bunt and taking a ball. It's 1-1. Ingram is a 6'3" righty from the University of Alabama, Birmingham, from Pleasant Hill, California, getting the start here against the River Bandits. Leadoff hitter Kobe White lines one over the shortstop's head into left center. It'll be a leadoff single. And Kobe White, a guy that has some speed, starts things off in a good way for the River Bandits. A leadoff single here in the top of the first inning. Rest of the lineup here for the 1-0 Woodstock River Bandits. Kobe White is the leadoff man playing center field tonight. Chaz Salter will bat second and play third. Batting third is Carlos Sanchez, the DH. Batting fourth is Pico Townsend, the right fielder. Batting fifth and playing shortstop is Preston Joy, showing bunt and getting it down but foul is Chaz Salter. It's 0-1. Brady Whitaker will bat fifth and do the catching. Bat sixth and do the catching. Batting seventh, Michael Dobkowski, the first baseman, hit a grand slam last night against Newmarket. Batting eighth is Ace Williamson, the left fielder, and batting ninth and playing second base, it's J.C. Frias. Stephen West is on the mound tonight for the Woodstock River Bandits. 0-1, the pitch, and a called strike. It's quickly 0-2. Runner at first, it's Kobe White. He has good speed, but he was picked off last night against the Rebels. 0-2, runner stops, and it's fouled back.
Please return all foul balls to the home dugout. Thank you. Or you can take it to the train station for a free spot.
Thank you for joining us tonight. If you're watching over on Facebook or YouTube or listening on Stretch Internet, you can always cast the game from your YouTube app onto your TV. 0-2. And that's fouled off the fist and out of play. Still 0-2. Strasburg's home opener here tonight in 2024. Solid crowd here at the ballpark. Some additions and improvements have been made, especially to the express side of things. 0-2, runner goes. The pitch is down and out. The throw to second is behind the bag and nicely cut off up the middle by the shortstop, Valeskis. But stealing second base is White. And just like that, the River Bandits have a man in scoring position with nobody out here in the first. So the count is 1-2 to Chaz Salter with nobody out. Ingram from the stretch. He sets and deals. And that is line foul down the first base line. Strasburg with a little change to their hats this year. Instead of being predominantly purple, they are predominantly black. Same unis. Woodstock with their same uniforms as well going into 2024. Again, the 1-2 to Salter, the third baseman. That is popped way up into the air. Third base side. It's going to be called off by the shortstop, and making the catch is Valeskis for the first out here in the top of the first. Please bear with us here in our opening game with our video production. Looks like it might be a little slow as of right now. We tried to improve our quality a bit on our picture. Hopefully the lens is doing just that. But we will keep an eye on that throughout the rest of the game, along with our graphics that we implemented last year. Here's Carlos Sanchez, the DH. He lines one to right field, backing up a few steps and making the catch is the right fielder, Nunnally. And tagging the third is Kobe White, so a fly out to right moves the runner to third with two outs here in the first for Woodstock.
Pico Townsend.
Brings up Pico Townsend, the right fielder. The pitch to Townsend, swing and a miss, 0-1. Pico Townsend out of Blue Mountain College. 6-foot righty, 230. Target out the 0-1. Pitch misses. Well, just missing. He missed the spot of the catcher, but then looked pretty good from here. We sit behind the plate, elevated. Count is 1-1. The pitch. Breaking ball, check swing, didn't go, 2-1. It does appear that the live scoring for the Valley League is once again down here tonight. 2-1. That is in the dirt, and coming home scoring on the wild pitch is Kobe White, and it's 1-0. And that's a rare score from third on a wild pitch there here from Strasburg with the tight backstop, but it just happened. And the River Bandits are on the board here in the top of the first. It's 1-0 Woodstock. So a wild pitch will be charged to the starter, Chase Ingram. The count's 3-1 to Pico Townsend. Time is called. Again, both of these teams had solid starts to their seasons last night. That was pitches fouled off. It's 3-2. Strasburg with a 14-run eighth inning to trounce the Cardinals in 8 innings, 17-1. Meanwhile, Woodstock came back and beat Newmarket 8-4. 3-2 to Townsend. The pitch, swinging a ground ball to short. It's bobbled by the shortstop Velasquez. He recovers, throws to first in time, and the half inning is over. But Woodstock does score a run on a wild pitch, and after half an inning here from Strasburg, the River Bandits lead the Express 1-0. Stephen West is on the mound for the River Bandits. We'll tell you about him right after this, as you're listening to Express Baseball here on the Express Baseball Network. Welcome back to Strasburg. We go to the bottom of the first. River Bandits lead the Express 1-0. And on the mound tonight for the River Bandits is Stephen West.
Left fielder from Ole Miss, number 48, Connor Chisholm.
West is a 6'3" righty, 210 out of Florida Memorial University from Charleston, South Carolina. And he will face this Express lineup that I'll tell you about here in just a second. Connor Chisholm, the left fielder, leads off for the Express. Chisholm out of the University of Mississippi. The first pitch is a called strike. It's 0-1. Connor Chisholm leads off and plays left field tonight for the Express. Batting second and playing shortstop, it's Diego Velasquez. Batting third is Chance Risedolf, the DH, 0-1. Swing and a miss. High velocity from West. It's quickly 0-2. Jeremy Garcia, who blasted a grand slam of his own last night, will bat fourth and do the catching. Quickly 0-2. West works from the stretch, and that's fouled away, still 0-2. Batting fifth is Tate Nunnally, the Strasburg right fielder. Batting sixth and playing third base is Drew Simpson. Batting seventh and playing second, a returner for the Express, Anthony LaSala. Batting eighth is Randy Carlo IV, the first baseman. And batting ninth and playing center, it's Luis Rodriguez. Chisholm lines one out of play, foul to the left, and will do it again at 0-2. Defensive alignment behind the Woodstock starter Stephen West. In left, it's Williamson. White's in center, and Townsend's in right. Salters at third, Joy at short, Frias at second, Dobkowski at first, and Whitaker is doing the catching. 0-2. Swing and another foul ball. Good battle here between Connor Chisholm and Stephen West. The count is 0-2. West sets and deals. Fastball just missing off the plate, maybe a little bit out. 1-2. Well, one game should be already final, if not very soon, with Winchester playing all of their home games this season at 5 o'clock. Check on that momentarily. Again, here's the 1-2, and that misses. 2-2. Oh, good battle here for Connor Chisholm. Again, the live stats are not working, but pretty sure he had 2 hits last night at Front Royal. 2-2. Strike 3 called on the fastball, and Chisholm goes down looking for the first out here in the bottom of the first. Brings up Diego Velasquez, the Strasburg shortstop.
Number 46, Diego Velasquez.
The pitch. And just missing to Velasquez. It's 1-0. Diego out of the University of New Orleans from Pharr, Texas, 5'10", 170. Bats from the right side. And he takes a strike. It's 1-1. One ball, one strike, and a called strike quickly, 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. The set and the pitch. And a pop-up into right. Getting back there and making the catch is Pico Townsend, and there are 2 outs here in the second.
Now batting the DH from Texas A&M Corpus Christi, number 20, Chance Reisdorf.
Brings up Chance Reisdorf, the DH. Well, one difference from those who were listening to the Woodstock game last night at home, the dimensions here compared to Woodstock. Deepest part of the park here is 365 to straightaway center, and down the lines it's only 300 feet. Home run, hitter's ballpark here in Strasburg. Reisdorf takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Reisdorf out of Texas A&M Corpus Christi, 6'3", 195. Righty facing the righty West, the 0-1. Swing and a liner into right. It's a base hit. And the Express have their first knock of the night, a 2-out single here in the bottom half of the first inning.
Now batting the catcher from Miami-Dade, number 47, Jeremy Garcia.
Well, a man on for the Express, and here's Jeremy Garcia. He absolutely crushed a home run to center field last night at Front Royal, and he enjoyed it as well. He definitely, showed respect to his swing. The pitch is a called strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Well, back to 40 games in the Valley League. A lot of this I said last night in the broadcast for Woodstock against Newmarket, but back to a 40-game schedule. All games will be played within the division until the championship series. That is lined to third on the hop, fielded, thrown to first, and in time. And 5-3 on the putout for the third out here in the first. Oh, Strasburg does pick up a hit, but he is stranded on base. And after one from Strasburg, Woodstock 1, Strasburg nothing. Back after this on the Express Baseball Network. We go to the top of the second here from Strasburg. The River Bandits
Leading off the Bandits.
lead
Mercer
the
University shortstop,
Express
Preston
1-0.
Joy.
And due up for Woodstock will be 5, 6, 7. Joy, Whitaker, and Dobkowski. Preston Joy, a returner from last season for the River Bandits, had a good night last night. He swings at the first pitch, and it's a foul ball, 0-1. Preston Joy out of Mercer, 5'11", switch hitting shortstop. Bats from the left side here against the righty Ingram. The 0-1. That is low, 1-1. One. That is outside, 2 balls and a strike. Defensive alignment tonight behind Chase Ingram. Chisholm's in left, Rodriguez is in center, and Nunnally's in right. 2-1. That is chopped foul, 2-2. Simpson's at third. Velasquez is at short. La Sala is at second. Carlo the fourth is at first, and Garcia is behind the plate. Two from Ingram. The righty deals. That is inside, 3-2. Bottom of the eighth in Winchester. Front Royal bouncing back after a very rough night last night. They're up 9-2 on the Royals. Top of the first, Stanton leads Waynesboro 1-0. 3-2. That is inside, and he walks the leadoff man. So a leadoff walk here in this second inning. And it brings up Brady Whitaker, the catcher.
Yeah, batting the catcher from Radford, number 18, Brady Whitaker.
Whitaker out of Radford, also another returner for the River Bandits. Bottom of the second, Harrisonburg and Covington scoreless. Top of the second, Culpeper leading Charlottesville 2-1, and Percival and Newmarket will be playing in Newmarket. First pitch is coming up in moments. Here's Whitaker. Let's see if he tries to show. He does, and he takes a ball inside, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Man on with nobody out for the River Bandits. Third to first, and back in there safely is Preston Joy. One-0. The pitch. Swing and a high fly into left center field. Out there, moving to his right is Rodriguez. He makes the catch, and there's one out here in the top of the second. So Whitaker swinging away there after showing bunt in the first pitch.
College, number 25, Mike Dobkowski.
Well, here's Dobkowski. Clubbed a grand slam to the deepest part of the park last night, a line drive, and then he hit a double off the wall. He will bat here from the left side facing the righty Chase Ingram. The pitch. Fastball outside, 1-0. Dobkowski is 17 years old, if anyone was wondering. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Got him out in front of a breaking ball. Dobkowski will be going to Chipola College. He's out of Bellevue, Florida. 6'4", switch hitting, 230. Looking for a ground ball here. 1-1. And he gets a grounder into the Woodstock dugout. A player goes falling backwards. Might have been better off just letting the ball hit him than hitting the concrete in the dugout, but looks like he's okay. And it's 1-2. That is outside. Delayed steal. Runner goes to second. Throw to second base is, oh, they're going to say he applied the tag. What a play out there. The throw was high, and an acrobatic tag out there by Velasquez. Didn't look like he got him from our vantage point, but the base umpire says yes, he did. And caught stealing at second is Preston Joy. That's a heck of a play there. Wow. The neighborhood play. 2-2 now to Dobkowski with nobody on. Swing and a foul tip into the glove, and the half inning is over. So a walk to start the inning does not come back to get the Express. And we go to the bottom of the second. Strasburg coming up, trailing 1-0.
University number 1, Tate Nunley.
Welcome back to Strasburg. Kyle Gutschall with you here as the Express trail the Woodstock River Bandits 1-0. We go to the bottom half of the inning. It'll be Tate Nunley, the right fielder, Drew Simpson, the third baseman, and Anthony LaSala, the second baseman, due up for the Express, facing Stephen West, the starter for the River Bandits. First pitch is outside to Nunley. It is 1-0. Tate out of Eastern Kentucky University from Pell City, Alabama, 6'1 lefty, 195. The 1-0. Swing and a pop-up foul towards the parking lot and out of play. So like I said, all the North teams back to 2 divisions this year. All the North teams will be playing each other all season long. So Strasburg will host Woodstock 4 times here. That's fouled back. It is 1-2. And then Strasburg will go to Woodstock 4 times. 40 games. Each team will play 8 times. So we'll see how that goes. New structure this year. 1-2 to the lefty. Stephen West sets and deals. That is fouled back off the pole. Well, story of the game last night for Strasburg, it was a 3-1 game going to the 8th inning. They had 2 outs and a man on, and an error from the shortstop led to 14 run scoring in the inning. Every run, I believe, except one of them was unearned, excuse me. 1-2. And that is popped up shallow left in no man's land, going back to third baseman, being called off by the shortstop Preston Joy in foul territory. And the catch is made out there by Joy for the first out here in the bottom of the second.
Now batting the third baseman from Westchester University, number 6, Drew Simpson.
Brings up Drew Simpson, the third baseman. Simpson out of Westchester University, batting from the right side. Kicking the pitch. That is a fastball, called a ball, 1-0. Beautiful night here at the ballpark. These teams meeting for the first time here in 2024. 1-0. That is down. These two teams have met a lot in the postseason over the last few years. There for a while, Woodstock had kind of fallen into a very ugly funk, but they have turned it around with Mike Bocock coming to town to be the head coach. As that's a little pop-up in the left, it's going to drop for a base hit. 2-0, and Drew Simpson able to serve it out to left, dropping in front of the left fielder Ace Williamson, and a one-out single. Second hit of the night for the Strasburg
Now
Express.
second baseman from University of Pittsburgh, number 45, Anthony LaSala.
But Woodstock's still trying to beat the Express in the postseason. They've been oh so close the last 2 times. They've been up 1-0 in the series. The next game has been rained out. It comes back here, and Strasburg has been able to win the series. First pitch to Stephen West. misses, and it's 1-0. And a lot of importance this year on being the number 1 seed in either the North or the South with the new playoff structure as well. 1-0 to La Salle, making his return to Strasburg. The pitch misses. Anthony out of the University of Pittsburgh, 5'10", 170. But the 1 seed now, the playoffs go from 4 teams each from each division to 3 teams. So the number 1 seed gets a bye to the second round, and the second and third seeds play a 1-game playoff to determine who plays the number 1 seed. So much different than in past years. 2-0, La Salle is letting it rip, and he fouls it back, 2-1. Typically, you know, teams are waiting on players to come in around this time. It's important. You got to come out strong and finish off the season at the top of the division, 1, 2, or 3, or you are not heading to the postseason. 2 balls and a strike. That is inside. 3-1. Play here in the bottom of the second. Strasburg trailing Woodstock 1-0. Anthony La Salle at the plate for the Express. 3-1, the kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Couldn't connect, and the count fills up at 3-2. Well, new skipper for the Express this season, Cullen Smith, taking over as the manager of the Express. 3-2 is just missing. Might have been off the plate a tad bit, and La Salle draws the walk.
From the University of Maryland, number 19, Randy Carlo IV.
You know, maybe I've been calling too many high school games recently. You know, in the high school game, you get off the plate a little bit. So a 1-out walk to La Salle brings up Randy Carlo IV. He is the first baseman. Carlo IV out of the University of Maryland, College Park from Reading, Pennsylvania. 6'2", righty, 205. And he swings and fouls it off. It is 0-1. That is fouled back. 0-2. The count to Randy Carlo IV. The pitch. That is off the plate and outside, 1-2. Express with men on first and second with 1 out. The kick and the pitch. Breaking ball, check swing, no appeal. Now they do appeal, and base umpire says no, he didn't. It's 2-2. Woodstock with a run in the first. Strasburg threatening here with some action. A foul pop out to start the inning, then a single to left and a walk to La Salle. Count is even to Carlo IV, the first baseman. 2-2, that is in the dirt. And the runners have to hold up. Nice block back there by Whitaker. The count's full, 3-2. Three-two coming up. West sets and deals. Strike 3 called. They get the call this time on a similar pitch to La Salle. It's strike 3 according to the home plate umpire, and there are 2 outs here in the second.
Center fielder from Marist College, number 11, Luis Rodriguez.
Carlo couldn't believe it, thought he had drawn a walk, but umpire says nope, that is strike 3, and there are 2 outs. Here's Luis Rodriguez, the center fielder. Rodriguez out of Marist College from Garnerville, New York, 5'11", 170. And he takes a ball. 1-0. Pretty long inning here for Stephen West. That's up high, 2-0. Well, top of the lineup is next. Rodriguez trying to keep it going here for Strasburg in the home half of the second inning. And that misses, 3-0. River Bandits with their orange tops tonight, like the kind of like batting practice tops. Not real jerseys, but definitely keep you cooler out there. Strasburg with the purple, white, gray camo tops here tonight. 3-0, showing bunt, pulling back and taking in the dirt. It's ball 4. And the Express have the bases loaded with 2 outs here in the second inning. Well, just look how big that strike 3 was to Carlo. Instead of that possibly turning into a walk, it was a strikeout. Back to the top of the lineup, here's Connor Chisholm, the left fielder. Struck out looking back in the first inning. Trying to come up big for the Express. The pitch, Chisholm takes a ball, and right now West just can't find the strike zone. A single and 2 walks in the inning for the Express. (1-0), ground ball to second. Charging, throwing, and getting him out at first is Frias. And the half inning is over. Well, Strasburg strands 3 as they load the bases with 2 outs. And through 2 here from First Bank Park in Strasburg, the Woodstock River Bandits 1. And the Strasburg Express, nothing. We're back after this here on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network.
University, number 14, Ace Williamson.
Welcome back to Strasburg. We go to the top of the third inning. It'll be Ace Williamson, J.C. Frias, and Kobe White due up for the Woodstock River Bandits. Ace Williamson swings and misses. He had a rough night last night. He did pick up an RBI in the 8th inning, but 0 for 4 with 4 punch-outs, all swinging. 0-1. Swing and a foul back, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Williamson was actually the leadoff hitter in the ball game last night, but he slides down to the 8 spot here tonight, and he's already behind 0-2. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't.
The world famous Pond family selling those 50-50 tickets. Get them and you might get lucky.
Ball is 1. The count is 1-2. to Williamson, and he swings and just fouls it off. Catcher couldn't hold on to it. We'll do it again at a ball and 2 strikes. Target up against the lefty Williamson, and he lays off 2-2. Williamson out of Jacksonville State University, 6'1" lefty, 175, throws right, 2-2. And strike 3 called, and he goes down on strikes to start his night here in the top of the 3rd.
Second baseman from Iona College, number 3, J.C. Frias.
That is the second strikeout of the night for Strasburg's Chase Ingram. It brings up the 9-hitter and the second baseman, J.C. Frias. Frias out of Iona College from the Bronx, New York. Frias 5'8", 185. Count is 0-1. And called a strike, 0-2. Frias not particularly happy with that call. And swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Frias down on 3 pitches, and there are 2 outs now here in the 3rd.
Third baseman, number 2, Chaz Salter.
Well, Chase Ingram punches out the first 2 hitters here in the 3rd inning for Woodstock. Back to the top of the lineup, it's Kobe White, the center fielder. And White takes a strike. 0-1, showing bunt. It's back to the mound. Ingram sets, throws, and in time in a 1-2-3 inning. Score at 1-3, and a very nice inning there for Strasburg's Chase Ingram. 2 strikeouts and a bunt back to the mound, and the inning is over. So Woodstock goes 1-2-3. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. Express coming up. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 when we return on the Express Baseball Network.
Leading off the shortstop, number 46, Diego Velasquez.
Diego Velasquez leads it off for Strasburg as we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Velasquez with a fly out to right his first time up. Velasquez, Reisendorf, and Garcia. For the Express, first pitch is a called strike, and it's 0-1. And that is outside, 1-1. Well, Strasburg so far, no runs on 2 hits and no errors. Woodstock, 1 run, 1 hit, no error. Their run scored on a wild pitch in the 1st inning. 1-1. Breaking ball in the dirt, 2 balls and a strike. Well, Stephen West was able to work out a danger in that 2nd inning. Bases had loaded up with 2 outs, and he got the ground out to 2nd. So if you're Woodstock, if you're Mike Bocock and the other coaches, you want to see him come out and throw strikes here in the third. 2-1. And that is lined over the leaping first baseman's head and right, or at first into right. And a leadoff single for Diego Velasquez, and the Express have a leadoff man on here with nobody out in the third.
The DH, number 20, Chance Reisdorf.
Third hit of the night. Here's Chance Reisdorf, the designated hitter. Reisdorf is 1 for 1. Single his first time up. Third baseman playing in, possibly expecting a bunt. Don't know if the three hitter is going to bunt. He swings away and fouls it off, 0-1. Oh, live scoring is now working. Literally the first time all year. Stephen West, 21 strikes, 10 balls. Now that's hard to believe. I guess he's only throwing balls when he's walked people. 0-1. Off the fists and fouled away, 0-2. Well, yeah, it's still showing from the bottom of the second, so that's why. It hasn't updated to the third yet. So it looks like they're working on it, but not fully functional yet. 0-2 the count. Runner goes. The pitch is swung on and missed. Throw to second is into center field. And on his way to third is Velasquez. So a strikeout, a stolen base, and an E2. And now Mike Bocock's come out saying maybe interference. Steve Williams, base umpire, saying stay on the grass. So as of right now, it's going to be a strikeout.
Now batting the catcher from Miami-Dade, number 47, Jeremy Garcia.
I mean, could be a genuine concern. I didn't pay attention to it, but if there was any interference there, now the home plate umpire is going to call the other base umpires into the mix here. So as of right now, Velasquez is on his way to third after a stolen base and an E2, but we'll see what the call is here by the umpiring crew. This could be a critical call for both sides. If they overturn it, I guess they would send him back to first, which would be huge. So let's see here. Mike Bocock, he's standing on the edge of the dugout, seeing if his team can be given that break. And now Mike Bocock's coming out. And continuing to talk, Steve Williams telling the home plate umpire to get behind the plate. And Mike Bocock speaks his mind, I'll just say that. So a stolen base and an E2. And Velasquez, the tying run, is at third. Here is Jeremy Garcia, the Strasburg catcher. Infield is going to play in here in the third. And that is crushed to left field, going towards the gap. It is off the wall. Garcia rounding first, on his way to second. Here's the throw. It's not in time. And Jeremy Garcia has tied this game up at 1 here in the bottom of the third. RBI double off the wall in left center field. As I mentioned, he hit a grand slam last night.
Right fielder, number 1, Tate Nunley.
And the Express get on the board here at home for the first time in 2024. It's 1-1. Here's Tate Nunley. And he swings and pops one straight up the chute behind the plate. Nunley with a foul pop-up to short in the second inning. The count is 0-1. Breaking ball misses up high from Stephen West. It's 1-1. So here in the inning for Strasburg, a single, a strikeout with a stolen base, and an E2, allowing the runner to get to third, and then a double to the gap by Jeremy Garcia, the Strasburg catcher. 1-1 with one out here in the bottom of the third. The kick and the pitch. So that's fouled back into the netting. It's 1-2. Talked about some of the improvements made here at the ballpark. The third base dugout, the Express dugout, pushed back. They tore down the other one and rebuilt a new dugout further back. Also built a pavilion over here thanks to United Bank. New flag out there with a flagpole in left center. 1-2. Swing and a foul tip into the glove, and Nunnally goes down swinging for the second out here in the third inning. So 2 outs, and it'll bring Drew Simpson to the plate. Simpson singled and was stranded at third last inning. Appreciate everybody joining us, watching on Facebook or YouTube. Looks like about 70 over on YouTube. Facebook not loading at the moment. Simpson awaits the pitch, and it's up and in. Again, you can cast this game onto your TV if you have the YouTube app. Just search up Strasburg Express. 1-0 to Simpson. And that is a high pop-up, third base side and out of play. The count will even at 1-1. Updated line score: Strasburg 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. Woodstock 1 run, 1 hit, and 1 error. And just missing. Stephen West wanted the call, but he didn't get it. And it's 2 balls and a strike. Well, high expectations as always for both of these teams, trying to make a deep run. Woodstock still looking for their first championship in franchise history. That misses down and out, 3-1. They did make it to the championship series for the first time a few years ago. They did ultimately fall to, I believe it was Charlottesville, 2-0. But they have been on the up and up since Mike Bocock has joined the coaching staff. 3-1 to Simpson, and that's fouled off, and the count is 3-2. Strasburg, on the other hand, they've got 3 championships under their belt. Been a little disappointing the last few years, the way things have kind of concluded, with a lot of attrition with the roster throughout the years, and that's what the Valley League is hoping to try to cut down on as much as possible. Is just they want to have the best product on the field at the end of the year. 3-1 runner goes, and he is picked off at third base. And a 3-2 count. Thrown out at third base. Score at 1-5. And we are through 3 here from Strasburg. The Express tie it up. We'll be back after this here on the Express Baseball Network. Welcome back. We go to the top of the fourth inning. New pitcher for Strasburg. It's Miles Curley. He will take over and face top of the lineup here for Woodstock. Salter, Sanchez, and Townsend. Salter with a pop out to short is only time up. He's 0 for 1. The righty deals. It's a ground ball to short. Throw to first is in time, and there's one out here in the fourth inning. Miles Curley taking the mound for the Express here in inning number 4. Curley out of the College of Central Florida from Largo, Florida, 6-foot righty, 215.
Carlos Sanchez.
Final line for Strasburg's Chase Ingram. 3 innings, 1 hit, 1 run. It was earned. 1 walk and 3 strikeouts. Here's Carlos Sanchez, fly out to right, his only time up. Curley deals, and it's a breaking ball in the dirt, 1-0. Well, it looks like the live stats are once again not working, so I'm not really going to apologize because it's Point Streak's fault, but it's very unfortunate as the pitch is a called strike, 1-1. We hope that will be resolved soon. The Valley League had the same issue last night with Point Streaks, and I'll leave it at that. 1-1, the pitch. Swing and a high pop-up. Shallow right center. Nunnally comes in, but he's called off by the center fielder, Rodriguez. And there are 2 outs. Brings up Pico Townsend, the Woodstock right fielder. Grounded out to short his only time up.
Townsend.
1-1 here in the top of the fourth. A battle of 2 North Division teams. We can say that again. First pitch to Townsend is up and in, 1-0. Setting the pitch. Swing and a miss. High heater blew it right by him, 1-1. Make sure you're with us in the 7th inning. We'll do our history on this day in baseball history. June 1st. Had some interesting history last night. 1-1 fastball. Tried to hit it, but he couldn't. 1-2. Don't think there's any reason why you go to anything but the fastball again right here. Curley deals. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Had him way out in front. And the half inning is over. Nice job by Miles Curley. Comes out of the bullpen and serves up a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Strasburg coming up to bat as the Bandits and Express are all knotted at 1. We go to the bottom of the fourth here in Strasburg. New pitcher for the River Bandits. It'll be Aiden Seitz. Seitz is a 6'2 righty out of Potomac State College. And the first pitch of the bottom of the inning is a called strike to Drew Simpson. Simpson was at the plate last inning in a 3-1 count, too, when his teammate was picked off at third, Garcia. 0-1. Breaking ball falls in there, 0-2. Final line for the Woodstock starter, Stephen West. 3 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. It was earned, 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. 0-2 to Simpson. Breaking ball misses away, 1-2. 1-1 is our score. Woodstock with a run in the first, Strasburg with a run in the third. Both teams going to the bullpen after just 3 innings. 1-2 to Simpson. Swing and a ground ball to second base. Charging, throwing to first, and getting him out in time is Frias. Right there, Simpson just kind of lunged out and made soft contact with it, and Frias able to charge and make the play across his body for the first out.
Second baseman, number 45, Anthony LaSala.
Here's LaSala. Anthony with a walk. His only time up, so he's looking for his first official at-bat of the night. Facing the righty Seitz, who works from the stretch exclusively. You're seeing it more and more. Less of the windup. First pitch. Drops that breaking ball in again. He's looking good with that thing. It's 0-1. Threw it the first 3 pitches to Simpson, and then threw it on the 4th pitch and got him to go out of the zone to hit it. There it is again. Just dropping it in. Can't tell from here if it's a slider or curve. It looks like it's got slider velocity. He's a quick worker, too. 0-2. He throws it again. This time missed the zone, and Seitz taps his chest and says, "Oh, my bad." This is one of the rare times so far he hasn't thrown it for a strike. Shakes off a couple of signs. 1-2. And strike 3. And that is out number 2 here in the 4th. First time LaSala has struck out tonight.
First baseman, number 19, Randy Carlo, 4th.
Brings up Randy Carlo, the 4th. Now, he struck out his last time on a borderline 3-2. Struck out looking in the second. And when you're standing in the on-deck circle, you see that breaking ball. You've got to be sitting on it. He gets it and takes it for a ball. It's almost like Seitz is throwing it exclusively. I think he threw a fastball to get the strikeout looking. He throws it here. It's a ground ball up the middle. Nice play to his left. Throw to first in time. Preston Joy able to gobble up that baseball behind the bag. Makes the strong throw to first in time and gets Carlo the 4th for out number 3 here in the 4th. Well, Strasburg goes down 1-2-3 just as Woodstock did in the top of the inning. We're through 4 and off to the 5th. We're tied at 1. Back after this here on the Express Baseball Network. Back to Strasburg as we go to the top of the 5th inning. Another half inning coming up here for Miles Curley. Got a 1-2-3 inning in the 4th. Preston Joy, Brady Whitaker, and Mike Dobkowski due up, and a swing and a ground ball to the right side. Fielded at second by La Sala. Throws to first in time. And Preston Joy grounds out for out number 1 here in the 5th. It'll bring up Whitaker, the catcher. He's 0 for 1. Flew out to center his only time up.
Now batting the catcher, number 18, Brady Whitaker. How long are you going to stay? You can hear it at the end of the after the game, I think. I got to put it all there.
The pitch to Whitaker. Breaking ball in there for correction. That missed for a ball. Excuse me. Down the middle for a ball, 1-0. Whitaker swings and pops it up, and catching it on the edge of the infield is La Sala. Nice play there, backing up to make the catch. And there are 2 outs of discussion here between Garcia and the home plate umpire. Friendly and cordial, just kind of asking, I think, where that pitch was. But it's 2 outs, and here's Dobkowski, the first baseman. The pitch, fastball, off the plate, ball 1. The count. Dobkowski struck out swinging back in the 2nd, and he hits one down the left field line, but foul. It's 1-1.
Please return all foul balls either to the train station or 3 spot or to the home dugout. Thank you.
One is the count. And that is hit high in the air to left field towards the line, and making the running catch is Chisholm for out number 3. Well, another 1-2-3 inning for Miles Curley out of the Express bullpen, and we go to the bottom of the 5th. 1-1 is the score.
Luis Rodriguez.
We go to the bottom of the 5th. 1-1 is our score here. Game number 2 of 40 here in the 2024 Valley League season. Woodstock 1-0, Strasburg 1-0. It'll be Luis Rodriguez leading it off for the Express in the bottom of the 5th. 9-1-2. Rodriguez, Chisholm, and Velasquez due up against Aiden Seitz, who got a 1-2-3 inning last half inning. 1-0. Excuse me, 0-1's a ball, 1-1. Woodstock just 1 hit so far, Strasburg 4. Swinging a ground ball to short. Charging is Joy, throwing and just getting him. Great speed there by Luis Rodriguez. But again, that same breaking ball getting Strasburg way out in front. It's a first out.
Number 48, Connor Chisholm.
brings up Connor Chisholm, the left fielder. Chisholm's 0 for 2. He had a couple of knocks last night against Front Royal. And the Strasburg beat down a Front Royal 17-1. Chisholm takes a strike. It's 0-1. Get a look at the Valley League scoreboard here in just a second. 0-1, called strike, and both of these bullpen arms, both for Woodstock and Strasburg, have been in a big groove. Quickly 0-2 to Chisholm. The righty sets and delivers. And a liner up the middle, diving and making the catch as the second baseman. Frias robbing Chisholm of a base hit, laying out up the middle. Base umpire says he held on, and there are 2 outs. Heck of a play out there by the Woodstock second baseman. 2 outs in the 5th. Brings up Diego Velasquez, the shortstop. Well, one final here in the Valley League tonight. Winchester fell to Front Royal 9-2. Velasquez takes up high, 1-0. Bottom of the 6th inning in Covington. Harrisonburg and Covington knotted up at 0. They're scoreless. Bottom 4, Charlottesville leads Culpeper 4-2. Velasquez takes a strike, 1-1. Newmarket leading Purcellville 2-1 in the top of the 3rd. And bottom of the 2nd in Waynesboro, Stanton leading Waynesboro 3-2. 1-1, swing and a miss. Seitz got the Strasburg shortstop way out in front there. It's 1-2. We're seeing 2 bullpen arms just pounding the strike zone right now. And as I say that, it sounded like a hit by pitch, but it just misses. 2-2. I think if you're Velasquez here, you're really sitting on that slider and trying to drive it to right. Yeah, there's the slider. It's in the left-handed batter's box. Not much you can do with that one. It's full 3-2. Count's full. He goes with the breaker and he misses, ball 4. And a 2-out walk after I've said there's been extreme control. Here's Chance Reisdorf, the designated hitter. He'll step up with Strasburg finally getting a base runner on Seitz. First base runner since the Garcia double in the 3rd, and then he was picked off. That is over the head of Reisdorf. It's 1-0. The count's 1-0. And a swing and a high fly to left center, backing up his White. He's got plenty of room, and he makes the catch. And the half inning is over. Well, another pretty quiet inning for Strasburg. They do pick up a 2-out walk, but he's left on base and through 5 from First Bank Park in Strasburg. The Express and River Bandits are all knotted up at 1. Ace Williamson leads it off for Woodstock as we go to the top of the 6th inning, 1-1. Williamson 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking. He swings at the first pitch. It's a strike, 0-1. Oh, 1 from Curley. Swing and a foul back, and he is quickly behind again, 0-2. Oh, and 2. Miles Curley, the righty, sets at the belt and deals. Swing and a pop-up foul and out of play. 1-1 is our score, top of the 6th inning. We got started tonight from Strasburg at 7-11. 0-2 to the lefty, Williamson. Swing and a liner to second base, fielded on a hop, thrown to first in time. And Williamson is out number 1. All right, 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. And hitting the batter, J.C. Frias. So a hit by pitch with 1 out. We'll put a runner on, man on, for the River Bandits. Temperature is dropping considerably here. There's the leadoff man, Kobe White for Woodstock. Open stance. Runner goes and then he stops. It's a called strike, 0-1. Oh, one's a count here. Curley sets and deals. Swing and a miss. Threw the fastball right by him. Up and out of the zone. It's 0-2. Throw to first, and Frias back in safely with a dive. Oh, and 2 the count. Runner stops again, so see Frias trying to get in the head a little bit of the Strasburg reliever, Miles Curley. Actually, White was showing bunt there in an 0-2 count, but pulled it back and took the ball. Woodstock trying to manufacture a run here in the 6th inning. 1-2, the kick and the pitch. Breaking ball misses, 2-2. Curley probably not the quickest guy to home plate. His leg kick a little bit slow as he pitches the baseball towards the plate, but obviously our first look at this Strasburg team here at home, but Garcia looks to have a pretty good arm. Runner fakes to steal and heads back to first again. It's a ball and the count's full, 3-2. And Garcia, the catcher, just told him, don't even worry about him, so that means the runner will probably take off here. 3-2. Wouldn't hurt to throw her over. I don't know if he has any more, though. Runner does not go, and the pitch misses, ball 4. So 2-1 now with 1 out for the River Bandits here in the top of the 6th inning.
Third baseman, number 12, Chaz Salter.
So it brings up Chaz Salter, the third baseman. Salter a pop out to short in the first and a ground out to short in the 4th. Express looking for a double play. Middle infielder shaded with the second baseman keeping an eye on the bag. It's a swing and a foul back. It's 0-1. Outfield looks to be pretty straight up. Center fielder out there, Rodriguez, walking around a little bit, but pretty much straight up with the bag. Strasburg not holding the runner on at first, so White's getting his secondary. That's over the head of the batter, Salter, into the backstop. 1-1. Well, so much for all that control that I was talking about from these two pitchers. It's the first, and it definitely won't be the last. Maybe not even the last tonight. 1-1. Curley sets and delivers. Runner fakes the steal again. It's fouled off. It's 1-2. On deck is Carlos Sanchez, the Woodstock DH. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Curley just trying to get an out here. Trying to put a stop to this Woodstock rally. That's in the dirt. Great block by the catcher. He throws to third, and it's down the third base line into the outfield. And scoring from third after the stolen base is Frias, and Woodstock has taken a 2-1 lead. White moves up to second on that same error. No stolen base credited to him, but Frias does get the stolen base and scores on the E2. So that is the first error of the night for the Express, and it's a costly one. Two to the count. Breaking ball inside, 3-2. Woodstock still only one hit in this game, but they now have a 2-1 lead. The pitch, runner goes. It's a ground ball to short. They're going to hold the runner at third. Throw is offline, but tag is applied at first by the Express first baseman, Carlo the fourth. There are 2 outs as moving up to third base is Kobe White. So another big runner in a 2-1 game moves up to third. Here's Carlos Sanchez, the DH. Fly out and a pop out tonight. Pitch fouled back, 0-1. Strasburg definitely wants to hold it at that 1 run and try to get their bats going. They've only mustered 4 hits of their own. Low scoring affair so far in this one. 0-1. Breaking ball in the dirt and misses, 1-1. One skips to the plate, runner coming home, and he's going to score. Kobe White scores from third on another wild pitch. I don't know when I've seen 2 wild pitches score in one night, much less the same guy right here in Strasburg. It's very rare with as tight as the backstop is. But Strasburg shooting themselves in the foot when it comes to giving away runs. That's the second they've, well, it's the third they've given away. River Bandits now lead it 3-1. The count's 2-1, and that misses, 3-1. So Kobe White has scored his second run of the night. Three balls, 1 strike. And that is high, ball 4. So Sanchez draws the 2-out walk. We've got a meeting at the mound, and we've got a pitching change. Colin Smith signals for the right-hander, and that'll be it for Miles Curley. Now on the hook in this ball game. He'll depart with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. We'll come back and tell you about the new hurler right after this here on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network. A pitching change for Strasburg with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. It'll be Logan Waldschmidt taking over with Woodstock having a man on base at first and 2 outs. They've already scored 2 runs in the inning to claim a 3-1 lead. Waldschmidt out of Pasco Hernando Community College from Sarasota, Florida, 6'4" righty, 225. And he'll face Pico Townsend here. Townsend takes a ball, 1-0. Woodstock 3 runs on 1 hit and 1 error. Strasburg 1 run on 4 hits and 1 error. 1-0. Townsend takes a strike at the knees, 1-1. The 1-1. And outside, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Waldschmidt, the righty, sets and deals. That's in the dirt. Blocked nicely by Garcia, 3-1. Three balls and a strike. Townsend 0 for 2 tonight. Ground out and a strikeout swinging. Runner goes, the pitch. Outside, ball 4.
Shortstop, number 10, Preston Joy.
Had a hit by pitch and 3 walks here in the inning, charged to the Express pitching staff. So men on first and second now for Woodstock here in the top of the 6th. Here's the dangerous Preston Joy, 0 for 1, a walk and a ground out to second. And Joy hits it off the end of the bat to short, in the hole. Shortstop going to throw all the way across the field. Play can't be made coming off the bags. The first baseman, Carlo the 4th. It'll be an infield single. And the Bandits have the bases loaded. That's their second hit of the night. I think the only option he had there was to go to third with it. But he tried to go across the diamond. Just didn't have enough steam on it. But good thing for Strasburg is Carlo, the 4th over there, kept it in front of him. So the bases are loaded now for the catcher, Brady Whitaker. A fly out to center and a pop out to second tonight. Waldschmidt steps off and says, hey, can you come in for a second? Calling in his catcher, Garcia. Now the shortstop coming in. So their meeting is over, and we'll get back to it here. Be fresh count coming up. Brady Whitaker with the bases loaded. Big spot here for the River Bandits, leading 3-1. Whitaker hits it to right, and not going to get there is the right fielder, Nonnelly, and it gets by him. 2 runs will score, make it 3. And now Whitaker on his way to third. He will get there safely. Well-located piece of hitting from Whitaker, dropping it in front of the right fielder, Nunnally. 3 runs come in to score, and then Whitaker got all the way to third. So it'll be a double and an error.
First baseman, number 25, Mike Topkowski.
Be an E9. And just like that, it's 6-1 Woodstock with a man at third and 2 outs. Swinging away, back to the mound. Pitcher's going to take it himself, the rare 1 unassisted. And the half inning is over. Well, hopefully an early lesson to the Express. Walks are backbreakers. And they had plenty of those here in the top of the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Woodstock now leading it 6-1. We're back after this here on the Express Baseball Network. Jeremy Garcia leads it off for Strasburg as we go to the bottom of the sixth. The Express now trailing 6-1, although they're still out hitting the River Bandits 4-3. Walks in the hit by pitch. Very costly in the top of the inning. Woodstock taking advantage of Brady Whitaker, 3 RBI double. Want to note to Garcia as Seitz is still on the mound for the River Bandits. Breaking ball is a strike. 1-1. And a liner in the center, it's a base hit. Jeremy Garcia has his second hit of the game. He's got a single and a double halfway to the cycle.
Right fielder number 1, Tate Dunley.
Here's Tate Nunnally, the Strasburg right fielder. He's 0 for 2. Foul pop out to short and a strikeout swinging. So the Express trying not to roll over and give up here. Try to put some good ABs together. Nunnally takes down in the dirt, 1-0. Don't know how long the leash is going to be here for Woodstock's Aiden Seitz. He's been very good so far, but there is some bullpen activity for Woodstock, or maybe not, there was. Pitch misses, 2-0. Last thing you want to do if you're Woodstock is, well, do what Strasburg did in the top of the inning, and that's just give away free passes. Throw over, back in safely. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and a strike. Some scores around the MLB tonight. Phillies lead the Cardinals 4-1, top of the sixth. Seattle leads the Los Angeles Angels 5-0, bottom 5 as that pitch misses. 3-1. Yankees Giants tonight at 10. Rockies Dodgers at 10-10. Pirates beat the Blue Jays 8-1. Orioles beat the Rays 9-5. Red Sox beat the Tigers 6-3. 3-1 and strike called. It's 3-2. So the count is full. And the Atlanta Braves fell today to the Oakland Athletics, 11-9. Well, that pitch was borderline there to Nunnally. Looked like it could have been outside, 3-2. And this time, ball 4. So the Express have first and second and nobody out.
Drew Simpson.
And it brings Drew Simpson to the plate. Simpson, the third baseman, is 1 for 2. Again, we appreciate everyone joining in on the broadcast tonight. Here, our home opener in 2024. Both of these teams are 1-0. Well, Simpson trying to keep the line moving here. He takes high for a strike, 0-1. Oh, 1. Long hold by Seitz, keeping it on the runner at second. The pitch. Breaking ball inside, according to the home plate umpire, who made a little hand signal there. And it's 1-1. Next home game for the Strasburg Express won't be until Tuesday night against Winchester. That's a called strike 1-2. Monday is an off day for all teams, a mandatory off day with the league meetings going on. Strasburg heads to Newmarket tomorrow night. Meanwhile, Woodstock will be home. 1-2. That is outside. 2-2. 2-2, nobody out. Strasburg down 5, 6-1 here in the bottom of the 6th, but they're threatening. Garcia at second, Nunnally at first. The righty Seitz sets at the belt. 2-2, swing and a miss, struck him out. Excuse me, a foul ball. Got a piece of it. Just got a piece. Two balls, 2 strikes, the count. And it's fouled back. Good battle here between Drew Simpson and Aiden Seitz. Garcia messing with Seitz out there at second. Tapping on his knees. 2-2 again. That's low, and the count is full, 3-2. A single, a walk, and now a 3-2 count with nobody out. La Sala, the Strasburg second baseman's on deck. Seitz looking for a punch out here. The kick and the pitch. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. This could be 2. To second for 1. It's underthrown. The pick is made. Throw to first in time. It's a double play. Simpson Seitz underthrew it to second base. A great pick out there on the hop, and it'll go down as a 1-6-3 double play, and there are 2 outs here in the 6th.
Anthony Lasala.
Heck of a play out there by the shortstop, Joy. So the runner moves to third, but just like that, there are 2 outs. I think he may have gone after ball 4 there. Looked like it might have been a little down. So 2 outs now, and La Sala takes a strike. So that's a huge, huge play there for the River Bandits. 0-1. La Sala's hitting the back. So he will reach base now, first and third with 2 outs.
First baseman, number 19, Randy Carlo.
And it brings up Randy Carlo, the 4th. He's 0 for 2. And Tyler Bocock coming out to talk to his pitcher. Still waiting on time to be granted, and it finally is. Might be going over what they're going to do here if La Sala takes off. I think you just let him go. Don't think there's any point in risking throwing down and throwing it into center field because we've seen some balls trickle into the outfield tonight. We'll be back in 30 seconds. All right, meeting at the mound is over with Tyler Bocock, assistant, I think, pitching coach for the River Bandits, and the rest of the infield. So LaSalle at first, Garcia at third, Strasburg down 5 here in the 6th. And now, stepping off the rubber is Seitz. Runner does not go. It's a called strike, 0-1. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Joy will tag the bag himself, 6 unassisted. And tip of the cap to Aiden Seitz. He puts out the fire. And Strasburg goes scoreless once again in inning number 6. We go to the 7th. Woodstock River Bandits 6, Strasburg Express 1. Back after this on the Express Baseball Network.
Sunday services at 9:30, 11 here at Watts. Ace Williamson.
We're off to the 7th here from Strasburg. Ace Williamson leads it off for Woodstock. It'll be Williamson, Frias, and White due up as the River Bandits hold on to a 5-run advantage here. Williamson 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out. He takes the first pitch for a ball. It's 1-0. Get to our history notes here in this 7th inning. The righty Walter Schmidt deals, swing and a miss, 1-1. Today in 1917, Hank Gowdy of the Boston Braves became the first major leaguer to enlist in World War I. Gowdy also went on to serve in World War II. 1-1 to Williamson, and that's missing up and out, 2 balls and a strike. The set and the pitch. Williamson takes high. Garcia, the catcher, looks back at the umpire. It's called a ball, 3-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Williamson going after a pitch, darting in. The count's full, 3-2. And he struck him out. And that is the first out here in the 7th.
Second baseman, number 3, J.C. Frias.
Here's J.C. Frias. Was hit by a pitch and scored a run in the 6th. Today in 1965, Bob Veal of the Pittsburgh Pirates sets a franchise record by striking out 16 batters in a 4-0 victory over the Phillies. It's his 12th consecutive victory for Pittsburgh. Frias takes a strike, 0-1. Oh, and 1 to Frias. And a chopper to third. Getting it on the short hop is Simpson. Throw to first is in time, 2 outs.
Center fielder, number 5, Kobe White.
2 outs, top of the lineup. Here's Kobe White. He has shown why speed is important tonight. Single, a walk, few stolen bases, and a couple of runs scored, including coming home from third on wild pitches, which you just never see here. And to see the same guy do it twice in the same game is unheard of. He takes a strike. It's 0-1. The count. Inside, ball 1. Today in 1975, the California Angels' Nolan Ryan picked up his 100th career victory, and it was a memorable one as he beat the Orioles 1-0, tying Sandy Koufax's big league mark by pitching his 4th no-hitter. One to White. And that's outside, 2-1. Strasburg trailing 6-1 here, top of the 7, 2 outs. 2-1 misses, 3-1. Today in 1987, Phil Niekro pitches the Cleveland Indians to a 9-6 victory, his 314th over the Detroit Tigers. The win gives him and his brother Joe a Major League record combined 530 victories. 3-1 is a chopper. Thought it got him in the box, but he keeps running. Throw to first by the pitcher, and the out is made. There's been a few tonight that seemed like they've gotten a piece of the hitter in the box, but they have not been called. And nice 1-2-3 inning there by Strasburg's right-handed pitcher Logan Waldschmidt. Well, we go to the 7th inning, bottom of the 7th. Time to stretch. We're back after this here on the Express Baseball Network. New pitcher for the Woodstock River Bandits as we go to the bottom of the 7th. It's a returner, Moses Brown, the 5th. Righty will take over with his team leading 6-1 and just needing 9 outs to start this season 2-0. And he's going to call time and ask his catcher Whitaker to come out and talk to him. Both of these pitchers have worked together. Or excuse me, this pitcher and catcher, this battery worked together last year. All right, meeting is over between the catcher and the pitcher. Luis Rodriguez leads it off for Strasburg here in the bottom of the 7th. He takes a very good-looking fastball for a ball, 1-0. It'll be 9-1-2, Rodriguez, Chisholm, and Velasquez. Brown works from the windup. He deals, and that's fouled back. One thing about Brown is he's got very good velocity. It's just a matter of keeping it in or around the strike zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rodriguez is 0 for 1 with a walk back in the 2nd. He deals a strike, and it's 1-2. Today in 2009, the Yankees play their 18th straight game without an error, breaking the record held by the 06 Boston Red Sox. One, 2. And inside, 2-2. Two up and in, 3-2. Today in 2010, Illinois Wesleyan University wins its first national title, topping SUNY Cortland 17-5 in the finale of the Division III College Baseball World Series. So, get back to that one here in just a second. Illinois Wesleyan. 3-2 to Rodriguez. Breaking ball, ball 4. He walked the leadoff man.
Left fielder number 48, Connor Chisholm.
So a leadoff walk here in the 7th. So Illinois Wesleyan University wins their first national title in the D3 College World Series. They finished the regular season 19-21. So they were a below 500 team in the regular season, yet they won the title. That was in 2010. First pitch from Brown, the 5th is the called strike, 0-1. It's going to be a little bit more difficult in the Valley League, I think, moving forward to make the playoffs if you're not 500 or better. We'll find out, I guess. 0-1 to Chisholm, that's up high. One, runner goes, huge jump, pitches a called strike throw to second, not in time. It'll be a stolen base for Luis Rodriguez. And the Express have a man in scoring position here in the 7th. All right, this next history note is from 2010, and it involves Mr. Angel Hernandez. And you know, if Angel's in one of the history notes, he did something memorable. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Strasburg's left fielder, Connor Chisholm. Brown deals. Strike called, and that's strike 3. Cullen Smith not happy. Number one, that the umpire didn't know the count. Number two, that the ball was off the plate and outside. But it's strike three, and there's one out here in the seventh.
Shortstop, number 46, Diego Velasquez.
Brings up Diego Velasquez, the shortstop, 1 for 2. He walked and singled in this game. Strasburg trying to score a run here in the seventh. They trail 6-1. Brown, the fifth, sets at the belt, keeping an eye on the runner at second. He deals, the runner goes, pitches a ball, throw to third, gets by, and coming in to score is Luis Rodriguez. And the Express are back within 4 on a need 2 by the catcher Whitaker. So it'll go down as a stolen base and an error. Second error of the night for Woodstock. 6-2. So the count is 1-0. So Strasburg's, we've seen a lot of that tonight. Catchers have been aggressive. And that's aggressive by Rodriguez trying to steal third there, down by 5. But he made it. And it's 6-2. 1-0 the count now. And a ground ball up the middle. And for once, Joy not able to make the play. He has been fantastic out there, but Preston can't get to this one. It's a single for Velasquez, his second of the night. And the Express have a little bit of action here in this inning. That is their 6th hit of the night. And a runner at first with 1 out. And Chance Reisdorf steps to the plate. The pitch. Swing and a ground ball right side. Coming over, scooping it, and throwing to first. Heck of a play over there by Frias to get Reisdorf out. Runner does move up to second, and there are 2 outs. So 4-3 on the putout. Second out in the 7th.
Now batting number 47, Jeremy Garcia.
Here's Jeremy Garcia. He's 2 for 3, a single and a double, along with an RBI. All right, from 2010, as long as this at-bat takes a little bit of time, we'll get to Angel. And a balk has been called. So moving to third is Velasquez. Base umpire Steve Williams said, that's a balk. And moving to third, Moses Brown, the 5th, stays in the windup here. Or I should say he gets back in the windup. The pitch to Garcia. That's high. Today in 2010, Tampa Bay scores 4 runs in the 9th and only 1 hit. A bases loaded double by Sean Rodriguez to beat Toronto 7-6. Jays closer Kevin Gregg issues 5 walks and throws a wild pitch in the inning. 1-0. Swing and a ground ball to third. Fielded on the hop. Throw to first is in time. And the half inning is over. He's then ejected by Angel Hernandez for complaining about his calls. Then Joe Madden is ejected. And Scott Rowland hits 2 home runs and a double as they win the ball game. That is our history. On this day, June 1st, 2024, Strasburg gets a run, but they still trail. They're down 6-2 as we go to the 8th. We're back after this from Strasburg. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Woodstock leading Strasburg 6-2. Kyle Gutschall with you from First Bank Park in Strasburg, Virginia. Here, game number 2 of the Valley Baseball League season for both of these teams. Chaz Salter, the third baseman, 0 for 3 tonight, leads off. First pitch is fouled back. It's 0-1. So Strasburg has left 9 on base tonight. Woodstock 1. So that has been the difference so far, 0-1. Swinging a liner right through the hole left side. It's a base hit. Right between short and third. And Chaz Salter has his first hit of the ball game. Leadoff single for Woodstock here in the 8th.
The DH, number 8, Carlos Sanchez.
Here's Carlos Sanchez, the DH, 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored in the 6th. Waldschmidt sets at the belt, and he deals. Fastball, called a ball. One-0. Swinging a liner up the middle. It hits the mound, going to second for one, back to first, and it's into the dugout. Heck of a play up the middle there by LaSala to get to that ball as it bounced off the mound, nearly went right over his head. They went to second and got the lead runner, but then reaching first, it went into the dugout. And Sanchez is going to get second base here. So 4-6 on Salter. Sanchez reaches.
Got a couple more gift certificates to give away. Check your admission tickets. First number 886-383.
Went into the dugout, so he should be getting second base.
886-383 and 886-464. Take those to the train station. One for Red Lobster. The other is a to be determined meal. 886-383 and 886-464. 50-50 will be coming up.
He's only getting first base.
Fielder's choice there. Yeah, it's fielder's choice.
So reaching on a fielder's choice. I'm not sure why he's not getting second because. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, it must have stayed outside of the dugout. From here, it looked like it did, but it was a miracle that it didn't for Strasburg. So a man at first with one out here in the 8th. Runner goes. He's going to get the second anyways, as that's in the dirt. It'll be a stolen base. A lot of baseballs in the dirt tonight. So the count is 0-2 to Pico Townsend. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. 6th inning has been the difference tonight. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away. He's going to have to tag him. He does. Runner holds at second. There are 2 outs. Waldschmidt went up and in with the four-seamer and got the punch out.
Shortstop, number 10, Preston Joy.
Oh, here's Preston Joy. The pitch, runner goes. It's a strike, throw to third. It's in the dirt, and a beautiful pick over there by Simpson, or that may have been another run. A stolen base once again for Carlos Sanchez, his second in the inning. Oh, 1. Swinging a grounder to first. Waiting on it. Gobbling it up and taking to the bag himself is Carlo the 4th. And the Bandits leave a man at third base here in the 8th. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. Moses Brown the 5th comes back out as the River Bandits lead it 6-2. We're back after this.
Here's your 50-50. Dunley.
Back to Strasburg. We go to the last of the 8th inning. Strasburg running out of outs here as they trail in this ball game 6-2. Tate Nunnally leads off. Against Woodstock's Moses Brown the 5th, and the first pitch of the 8th inning misses 1-0. Get another look at some of the Valley League scores tonight. Again, the live scoring still down. Hopefully they will resolve that at some point. 1-0. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Charging is Frias. He picks it up on the hop. Throws to first just in time. And I'll tell you one thing. The Woodstock's got a good defensive second baseman out there. There's one out here in the 8th.
Now batting third baseman, number 6, Drew Simpson.
Brings up Drew Simpson, the third baseman. He is 1 for 3. Single, a ground out, and grounded into a double play back in the 6th. All right, score updates. Bottom of the 5th, Stanton and Waynesboro all knotted up at 5. Bottom of the 8th, Covington leading Harrisonburg 4-3. Bottom 5, Newmarket leads Purcellville 7-2. Simpson takes a strike, 0-1.
The winner of the 50-50 is Chris Klein.
Bottom of the 6th, Charlottesville leads Culpeper 9-3. And again, Front Royal has already defeated Winchester today 9-2. 0-1. Brown deals, and that is a pop-up off the end of the bat. And there's Frias running it down, 2 outs. Runs out there in the shallow right field to make the catch. 2 outs for Anthony Lasala, the second baseman.
Now batting second baseman, number 45, Anthony Lasala.
Winchester will be at Winchester will be at Woodstock tomorrow night, 7 o'clock start from Central High School. Meanwhile, Strasburg will be on the road at Newmarket to take on the Rebels. That is a 7:30 start. 2 outs, Moses Brown trying to get some more outs here. First pitch, almost an Ephus-looking pitch as it misses 1-0. We had a history note. I didn't read it, but forget who it was. He patented the pitch, saying it was his. The Ephus, that is. 1-0. Up and in. Four-seamer. I don't know if he literally patented it or if he was just like, yeah, this is the guy that's got the best one, and yeah. 2 balls and no strikes here in the bottom of the 8th. Brown deals. Breaking ball, strike called, 2-1.
He's in motion. Should be walking twice on base.
2-1. And that's fouled away, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. That's in the dirt, blocked up by Whitaker. Counts full, 3-2. Three-two pitch. In the dirt, ball 4, and a 2-out walk here in the bottom of the 8th. Keeps the inning alive for the Express. It'll bring up Randy Carlo the 4th. He's 0 for 3. And no, it will not.
Yeah, batting first baseman number 19, Randy Carlo the 4th.
We've got a pinch hitter for the Express, and it will be
Pinch hitting number 10, Anthony Bianchina.
Anthony Bianchina. So a pinch hitter here. Anthony out of the University of North Carolina, Charlotte. From Lafayette, California, 5'8", switch hitter, 170. Brown deals. That is low. Ball 1. Throw to first. LaSala back in safely. LaSala's been on 3 times tonight. 2 walks and a hit by pitch. And he struck out on a borderline call earlier. Looking, that is. 1-0. And that's in there. And for a pinch hitter coming off the bench, that's a tough one to have to take for a strike. But that's what the call was. Let me scratch the pinch hitter part. It's tough to take that for a strike. Regardless, but see what Anthony can do. Setting the pitch. That falls in for a strike, 1-2. Woodstock has led this game since the 6th inning. It was 1-1 until the top of the 6th. Woodstock put up 5 runs. Strasburg was beating themselves. Error, walks, hit by pitch. Here's a ground ball back to the mound. Brown comes off the mound. He throws to first, and they call him out. Tough play there for Moses Brown the 5th. Came off the mound. He just kind of lobbed it to first, and Ryan Wilson able to hold the bag and get him for the 3rd out here in the bottom of the 8th. So we are through 8 and off to the 9th from Strasburg. River Bandits lead the Express 6-2. Off to the
Number
ninth.
18, Brady Whitaker.
Brady Whitaker leads it off for Woodstock. Whitaker, Ryan Wilson, and Ace Williamson due up for the Bandits. First pitch is outside from Walt Schmidt, 1-0. Whitaker with the big knock in this game. 3 RBI double in the 6th inning. At the time, made it a 6-1 game. 1-0. That's low, 2-0. He was able to take it the other way. He was late on the pitch, but the right fielder Nunnally shaded. Well, he was shaded pretty straight up, and that was right down the line. A little bobble out there, but runs were going to score regardless. 2-0. That's way up and in, 3-0. On deck's Ryan Wilson, a returner to the River Bandits from last year. He came in to play first for Michael Dobkowski earlier in the game. See if Whitaker's got the green light, 3-0. He does not. He takes a strike, 3-1. Walt Schmidt deals. Fastball down the middle, 3-2. So from 3-0 to 3-2. Strasburg trying to keep it right here. 3-2 pitch. Swinging a liner to right center, and Whitaker has another hit. Getting there to center and cutting it off. Big turnaround first, but getting back to first is Whitaker. Good play out there by Rodriguez to cut it off and hold Whitaker to a single.
Batting number 36, Ryan Wilson.
So Brady Whitaker is now 2 for 4 tonight. Ryan Wilson steps to the plate. Takes in the dirt, blocked by Garcia, 1-0. We're here in the 9th. Woodstock trying to add on to their 6-2 advantage. That is high, 2-0. Walt Schmidt's trying to get these last 3 outs and send this to the bottom of the 9th. Really don't want to have to go back to another arm here, already down 4. Fouled back, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Wilson fouls it out of play, and the count is 2-2. Waldschmidt sets. And he delivers, and that is a cue shot foul. We'll do it again. And time is called. Two and two to Ryan Wilson. Wilson out of Middle Georgia College. And he swings and misses and goes down on strikes for the first out here in the ninth. Well, one out here in the ninth inning for the River Bandits, and here's Williamson.
Left fielder number 14, Ace Williamson.
Ace Williamson 0 for 3 tonight. Strikeout looking, a strikeout swinging, and a hard hit ground out to second. First pitch, he shows bunt, takes a ball, 1-0. Goldschmidt sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. Pitch inside. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Williamson behind in the count. And he checked his swing, or did he? He did check his swing. Check swings are always open to interpretation. 2-2 with one out in the ninth. Strasburg trying to get it to the bottom of the inning, only down 4. And Williamson strikes out swinging. And there are 2 outs. Time is called, and with 2 outs here on the ninth, Strasburg might be making a move here. And the Express are calling on the southpaw. Randy Johnson about to trot out of the bullpen. Oh, that's not him. But the Express are going to the bullpen. And we'll tell you about the new arm right after this. 2 outs in the ninth. New pitcher here with 2 outs in the top of the 9th inning for the Express. It's Matthew Phillips out of Towson, the Tigers from the Colonial Athletic Association. Phillips, the southpaw, will take over here with 2 outs and a man on for Woodstock as Strasburg trails 6-2 here in the top of the 9th. The lefty deals, swing and a miss. Fastball blown right by the Woodstock second baseman J.C. Frias, who has played a very solid defensive game out there. Phillips out of Norfolk, Virginia. 6'2", 215, 0-1. Inside, ball 1. Again, our next broadcast will be on Tuesday night right here from Strasburg. Express will host the Winchester Royals. 1-1. Outside, he's got some good velocity from up here. Looks like 92, 93. Some good velocity overall in this game from both of these teams. The big question, though, in baseball now is can you locate it? 2-1. And that skips in front of the plate. Runner goes, and it'll be a wild pitch. And the count's 3-1. Home plate umpire hit, evidently. Banged up behind the plate. Beyond our frame here. So they're checking on the umpire behind the dish. So still checking on the home plate umpire. Don't know if it got him up in like the collarbone area. I mean, they've got all sorts of gear on, but you never know. Might have got him in his left arm. So they're checking on the home plate umpire. And while they do that, we will step away. All right, so it's a 3-1 count. The umpire is okay. It appeared he may have gotten hit in the throat on that pitch. Three-1 is high, ball 4. So men on first and second now. For the top of the lineup, Kobe White.
Center fielder, number 5, Kobe White.
White has been active tonight. Bandits up 6-2 here in the top of the 9th inning. White steps in. He shows bunt, pulls back, and takes a ball. This is the 5th plate appearance for the Woodstock leadoff man. One 0. White fouls it back, 1-1. The count is 1-1. The lefty Phillips. Long hold and delivers to the backstop. Ricochets. And the runners hold up. Kobe White's saying that hit me. I don't think that was even close. Now the home plate umpire is going to call in the base umpires to see if White was indeed hit by a pitch. He's throwing his bat like he threw his bat down like he knows for sure he was hit by a pitch, but they're not going to overturn this. Umpire points back to the plate. So Kobe White goes back to home. Hey, you never want to turn down trying to improve your on base percentage. Two balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. That popped out of the catcher Garcia's mitt, 2-2. It looks like White is susceptible to the high fastball out of the zone. 2-2. And that was high and over his head, but a little bit too high. Couldn't have swung at that one. That's 3-2.
Somewhat tempting. You need the rise ball.
So the count's full. Runners will be on the move here. Strasburg, they've hurt themselves tonight with pitching that has not been top of the line. Runners go. The pitch is swung on and missed. Fastball right down the middle, and he struck him out, and the half inning is over. Woodstock strands 2 on base, and we go to the bottom of the 9th. Strasburg needs 4 to tie or 5 to win. We're back after this on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network. And we go to the bottom of the ninth. Tyler Strickland coming in for the Woodstock River Bandits, trying to finish this game out. It's a non-save situation. But the Bandits just need 3 outs to finish this out and up their record to 2-0 in the year. So Strickland into the game for Woodstock. He is out of the University of North Carolina, Pembroke, from Hope Mills, North Carolina, 6'7", 230. He's a big drink of water. Or a tall drink of water. The pitch. Strike called, 0-1. Strickland from the windup. The tall righty kicks and delivers. Swing and a foul back, 0-2. Oh, and 2 the count to Strasburg center fielder Luis Rodriguez. He lines one off the glove of the pitcher. Second baseman's right there. Frias throws to first in time. Score at 1-4-3. And it's been one of the, that kind of night for Woodstock. So 1-4-3. It went right up the middle, got a piece of the pitcher, and ricocheted right to Frias, who made the play and got him for the first out here in the ninth. Looking at runs, hits, and errors here in this one. Woodstock 6 runs on 5 hits and 2 errors. Strasburg 2 runs on 6 hits and 2 errors. Top of the lineup, it's Connor Chisholm. And Chisholm hits one up the middle. It's going to be cut off by Joy. Throw to first, not in time. It hits the netting and goes into the dugout. And that'll allow the runner to move up to second. So it'll be a single and an E6.
Number 46, Diego Velasquez.
So Chisholm has his first hit of the ball game. Tough play there. Didn't know who was going to try to cut it off, but Preston Joy did, and then just tried to make a miraculous throw that he really didn't work out too well. But it is the third error of the night for the Woodstock River Bandits, but they're 2 outs away from winning the game. The pitch. That misses, 1-0. Diego Velasquez. 1-0 the count. The pitch. Fastball in there, called strike from Tyler Strickland, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And Velasquez takes a ball, 2-1. Two, 1 out. Runner at second for the Express. In a game that, well, the first half was not much happening. The second half, besides the 1 inning, it really hadn't been much. And that 1 inning was walks, error, hit by pitch. 2-1, the pitch. Swing and a foul back. Who'd that get a piece of? The umpire or Whitaker, the catcher? Sometimes it'll go off the catcher and then hit the umpire. Sometimes it'll ricochet off the hitter and then hit the catcher and then the umpire. If that happens, you have to go buy a lottery ticket after the game. 2-2 to Velasquez. Tall righty Strickland looking in for his signs. He comes set at the belt. Runner at second, 1 out in the ninth. The pitch. That is ball 3. count is full, 3-2. Strasburg needs base runners. They're within 4. The set and the pitch. Ball 4, he walked him. And the Express have a little bit of life here on the 9th. First and second, one out.
Number 20, Chance Reisdorf.
And it brings up Chance Reisdorf, the designated hitter. He's 1 for 4. Well, if Reisdorf can get on here, it would bring the tying run to the plate in Jeremy Garcia, who hit a long grand slam to straightaway center last night at Front Royal. We've seen wackier things, especially between these two teams. Right here in the playoffs last year. Fouled off the hands by Reisdorf, 0-1. Saw a walk-off home run in the first round of the playoffs last year between these two teams in Game 3 that sent Strasburg on to the next round. Oh-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Went with the off-speed and got Reisdorf out in front. The count is 0-2. Righty-righty matchup, the pitch. Breaking ball hit up the middle off the pitcher's foot. He does a little split, throws it to first in time. Time is called. They're going to go check on him again. I mean, we've had 3 hits right up the middle in this inning. So runners move up to second and third, but a crucial second out is recorded here in the bottom of the 9th inning. They have been just hitting it right up the middle. Nice play there, though, by the Woodstock reliever Strickland. So it'll bring Jeremy Garcia to the plate, but he is not going to be the tying run. Knowing Strasburg's luck tonight,
47, Jeremy Garcia.
he'll probably hit a home run. So some practice pitches here, at least one by Strickland, to see if he's okay. So the Express clinging to their final life here in the 9th. 2 outs, down by 4 in a game that they're out hitting the River Bandits and they have less errors. So it's been announced that the pitcher will go from the windup. Woodstock, solid last night, solid again tonight. They've hit the ball around a little bit. Had pretty good pitching. They've limited the walks for the most part. And they're 1 out away from starting out 0-2. Here's Garcia. Takes way outside. The last thing you can do here, though, if you're Strickland, is walk Garcia and bring the tying run to the plate. Can't do it.
They've given up 8 free passes, so I don't know if they've limited it too well.
Want to know the count.
Taking advantage of it.
Breaking ball, called a ball, check swing, didn't go. 2-0. A lot of rhyming right there. Garcia is an aggressive hitter. I can see that just from watching a little bit last night and tonight, so wouldn't be shocked to see him swing here. He takes a strike, 2-1. Got a little swagger to him. Yeah, as the umpire set up. 2 balls and a strike here in the bottom of the 9th. Strickland looking for 2 more strikes. The 2-1. Strike right down the middle, 2-2. And the Express are down to their last strike here in the bottom of the 9th inning. 2-2. Strickland takes a deep breath. He goes from the windup. Express with men on second and third, down by 4 here in the bottom of the 9th. Pitch, strike 3 called, and the ball game is over. So the Woodstock River Bandits come into Strasburg and win Game number 2 of the Valley Baseball League season, knocking off the Express by a final of 6-2. As Garcia goes down looking for the final out here in the bottom of the 9th. So in the 9th, Strasburg gets a couple on but can't get any across, and they strand 2. As the Express fall tonight and lose for the first time in 2024 by a final of 6-2. Meanwhile, Woodstock is 2-0. Hayden Seitz takes the win tonight for the Woodstock River Bandits. He was solid in relief. The loser is Miles Curley. No save in this ball game as Strasburg falls to 1-1 on the year. And the Woodstock River Bandits remain undefeated. There's still a chance. 38 games to go. Long season, though. So, Strasburg and Woodstock were tied at 1 all the way until the 6th inning. Woodstock scored 5 runs to take a 6-1 lead. Strasburg scored 1 in the bottom of the 7th to make it 6-2. But just a night of missed opportunities for these Strasburg Express here. A lot of guys left on base. And that 6th inning, they hurt themselves with some walks and hit by a pitch and an error that ultimately came back to bite them thanks to a huge hit by Brady Whitaker. A 3 RBI double down the right field line in the 6th. Broke this thing open, and Woodstock never looked back as they are victorious here tonight in Strasburg. Here's our final line score from tonight's ball game. The victorious Woodstock River Bandits, 6 runs on 5 hits and 3 errors, and the Strasburg Express, 2 runs on 7 hits and 2 errors. Strasburg falls to 1-1. Woodstock ups their mark to 2-0. The Express will be on the road tomorrow night at Newmarket. That's a 7:30 start. Meanwhile, the Woodstock River Bandits will be back home tomorrow night. Weather permitting, they'll host the Winchester Royals at 7:30. Again, thank you for joining us here tonight for Game 1 of our home slate here in 2024. The Express fall to the Woodstock River Bandits by a final score of 6-2. And I look forward to talking to you again right back here on Facebook, YouTube, and Stretch Internet from Strasburg. The Express fall 6-2 as the River Bandits are 2-0. This is Kyle Gutschall signing off for the 2024 Strasburg Express and the Valley Baseball League.